Oof, going on. I know it's been a minute, but we're back. Episode whatever, I don't even remember, but yeah, we're back talking ball. Almost at the end of the season, the perfect time. So we start talking about the postseason, playoffs and all that type of stuff. But we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. We were just talking NFL. I was just talking about how the Raiders suck right now. Me personally, I'm not a fan of any team that's in Las Vegas. I don't know. I don't like the Las Vegas. I don't like the L.A. Chargers, or I kind of like the San Diego Chargers more, and I like the St. Louis Rams instead of the L.A. Rams. I don't like these teams out west. I'm not a big fan of them, but I'm just a hater. The Raiders, though, I mean that's legitimate. They suck. I mean they actually do suck. They just got their asses beat by the Cowboys. It's not. I don't know. What do you think the problem is over there? If you had to say, is it
Uh,
ownership?
for, I mean, honestly, I don't really think it's ownership. The main problem I see with the Las Vegas Raiders is they have no offensive line. They have Ashton Genty, but they have like no offensive line at all. And the second biggest flaw I see with that team is that they have Geno Smith. I
I
think
don't.
he's like what 34 years old or some shit, bro.
I
They
think
got
that
his old ass still starting at quarterback. So I mean, they were gonna be shitty this year. I think I think they're trying to rebuild, and I think that's why they got Ashton Genty this year was they're like we can go ahead and get our number one back and just have him and we can build around him. So I think they're gonna I think more or less that's Las Vegas' strategy right now. But
do you think that they're leaning in the right direction over there, or I mean,
honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, Ashton Genty's a very good running back. Obviously, dude
I like.
was, in my opinion, I think last year he should have won the Heisman. But you know, I think Las Vegas made the right decision here. I think they picked the right guy. I just think they have to get some weapons around him. Like they also just got rid of Jacoby Myers too, which doesn't help them out at all because it's like, you got to take some of that load off Ashton Genty. He's still a rookie. He can't be getting 8 to 15 touches through the air and then getting 10 to 20 carries a game. He's gonna get hurt. So
I agree with everything that you're saying, especially the offensive line and all that. The only thing I would disagree with is the Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith is actually pretty damn solid. Um, put him behind the right line,
yeah,
give him the right type of time, the right type of talent. Everybody's healthy. I think that
yeah,
he's damn solid. I think that he's capable of doing it. Um, but
yeah.
uh,
I think I'd say you're right for sure. I mean, we saw what he did in Seattle. I mean, you got DK and you got JSN and you have Kenneth Walker. He had some pieces at Seattle, so it's not like he just had Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty. Now it's like he went he went he went from a really good
it's
situation
that
to a
bad.
really
It's
shitty
that
situation.
bad at like what was that? The last his last season with Seattle. Did
It
they
was
do?
last year.
Was that did they do terrible? Like
No, but they didn't do great. I mean, I definitely say I think Seattle made the right move. I mean, I think Sam Darnold's a much better quarterback than Geno Smith, in my opinion.
really,
But
I don't know. If I'm a GM, I think Sam Darnold's definitely good. They're looking. I don't know. They're not looking any better to me over there at Seattle right now. So I think it's kind of like a lateral move.
bro,
Um,
they're like 7-3. What do you mean?
are they okay? But no,
Yeah,
hold on. Let me look up Seattle right now. I
bro,
didn't
I'm
even.
telling you, Seattle's lost 3 games and they just barely lost to the Rams. Or no, I think the Rams maybe beat them by like 10 or something, but it wasn't anything crazy. Seattle's low key solid and they kind of got a nice defense. They always have a good defense, but they got a pretty solid defense this year, and then their offense is really clicking with JSN at the one and Darnold throwing the rock. Like they look like a solid team for sure, bro. A Super Bowl quarterback. Yo. And he got booted.
Okay, I'm back in. I don't even know what happened, but fuck it. All right, you know what? We'll restart. How's it going, guys? Good to see you guys again. It's been a minute. Um, Stingbait episode, whatever. We're just talking, some football, talking some NFL, talking some Seattle Seahawks, whether they suck or not. Apparently, they are 7-3. They are looking pretty good. Um, I'll give it to you. Um, but no, I don't think that Sam Darnold would be a good long term guy. I mean, Minnesota wasn't he just at Minnesota beforehand?
Yeah, I don't think he's their long term guy. They just drafted Milrow too.
I don't think Milrow is either. I mean, but Milrow, he's got a hell of an arm. He's got a strong arm. I haven't
Yeah.
seen. I don't know. I can't say anything until I actually see it. Spreading it around the league right now. There are some teams that are looking good for sure. There is one person I wanted to talk to you about. Did you see him play against who did he play? The Ravens?
The
Shador
Ravens?
Sanders? Shador Sanders actually got a start. It looked like Dylan Gabriel got knocked out, like a head injury or something like that.
Yep.
So hopefully he's all right. But looks like it's Shador time. I'm kind of all for it at this point.
I mean, I think he's overdue his chance. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Dylan Gabriel hasn't looked very good at all. Uh, I
Yeah,
think if Shadur comes in and he kind of proves himself, I think he stays the starting quarterback. I mean, because Dylan Gabriel's kind of looked like shit, but honestly, after he got hurt and Shador took over, Shador really looked like shit. So I was just like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It was like
I
four drives,
think he
four,
was like
three,
4 of
three and outs,
16
one
at one
pick.
point.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just saw highlights. I didn't actually see the game or anything. So, I'm just seeing, I guess low lights.
Yeah.
Really what I would call it, because it's just stuff that you know it's I don't know. It's I think he'll be okay. I don't think that he'll be okay with the Browns. That's just a helpless franchise. They're never gonna and I don't think
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if they're good or not. They have
I'm
loyal fans, so they're still going to make money. Um,
I mean, the only quarterback I think that's taken them to the playoffs in like the last 25 years is Baker Mayfield, and they let him go like he
they,
was just
well,
nothing.
they got rid of them. They were the ones on that end.
Yeah,
Baker was
exactly.
great, dude. I don't know if the league ended like right now. To me, Baker is kind of leading that race.
Uh, I mean,
MVP wise.
analytics is gonna lie to you. But no, I mean, I think I'd agree with you honestly. I mean, as far as quarterbacks go, Baker Mayfield has been one of the more solid, well-rounded quarterbacks all year. And then, obviously, you got Josh Allen struggled a little bit this year. He doesn't look as good as what he did last year, but I'd still put him up there. And you
He's
got your
still in the
Trey Calvin.
race. Yeah, he's still going to be in the race.
Yeah, and then obviously, if Lamar comes back and leads his team to like not lose another game, somehow he'll be in MVP contention too. So, and then you can't ever count out Patty Mahomes. So, but I think it's either between Drake May or Baker Mayfield, dude, because Drake May has came in and he has like from his rookie year to like now, he has matured so much. He looks so much better. He knows when to pull the ball down, when to run. He knows that his defense is good, that they're going to get him off the field. So if they don't score, he's not making bad decisions. Like Drake May is playing, honestly, in my opinion, he is playing championship level football. And I think in my
He's got a
opinion right now, I think Drake May is the
You
MVP
got
of
it.
the NFL if he keeps playing like this. Honestly.
I am pulling for Baker Mayfield, obviously. Like that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
But I gotta give it to Drake May out there. He is going off, dude. I mean, it's that team in general. You gotta watch
Yeah.
out for the Patriots down the line because they just found a running back finally.
Yeah.
He's been there all along, but I mean, he's blowing the fuck off, especially fantasy wise. Scored 32 points last week.
Yeah. I mean, Travion Henderson is a freaking beast, dude. And then, honestly, I've been really surprised by Stephon Diggs this season, man. Like,
You
you
stepping
know,
up,
I I know he just came off that ACL injury, so I was like a little hesitant. I
dude.
was like,
Does
all
he
right.
have like fucking four like girls pregnant right now? That's fucking crazy.
I think he. I can't even. I think one of them is. Isn't it Meg? No, not Meg the Stallion.
No, she's with
Card.
Clay, right?
Huh?
She's with Clay Thompson, right? Meg.
Yeah, Meg's with Clay. I'm trying to think who's the one that's with. Is it Cardi B that's with fucking Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, yeah, Cardi B. Yeah,
I
fucking
I think he's got like Cardi B pregnant and like three other supermodel chicks. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
yeah. That's
he's turning into Tyreek Hill.
well, dude, that's insane. But yeah, I mean, it's good that he's having a good season still. In the
Yeah,
midst of all that, doesn't seem to be affecting him at all.
I think if anything, it's giving him a little more motivation. I think he's trying to hit that catch bonus and that
Yeah, he's
touchdown
trying to get that
bonus.
bonus. I
Yeah,
mean, I
he
get
might pull
it.
it. You might pull an Ant Man, throw a million at her and tell her she can be lost until he turns 18. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But wasn't she like mad at him or something like that?
oh, you
Like
mean Anthony Edwards,
oh, I don't even know. I think I was talking about
Stephon?
Cardi B. Is that her? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cardi B. She posted like a video or something like bitching at him or something. I don't exactly know what it was. I'm not very educated on what's going on pop culture
I
wise, but
Yeah,
um
I don't know what's going on with their relationship. I do know that he has like four girls pregnant right now, though.
yeah,
I was saying he might pull an
impressive.
Anthony Edwards and pay off his baby mamas like $1 million up
Oh
front.
yeah, just pay
Yeah,
it. Yeah, yeah. It'd be like
that's what I was
4 million.
saying.
That's a crazy situation too, but man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I would have to know the backstory of exactly what's that whole story. Because the way that it sounds right now, Anthony Edwards sounds like the worst guy like ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
Yeah.
there's more to the story, I got to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like before I actually say something,
Well, I mean,
but
he grew up without a father too, so a lot of
yeah,
people
but that's
think
still like that
Mike's
isn't
his father.
that's still fucked up. But that's
Yeah,
just
it
me.
is fucked. I mean, I'm not condoning what he's doing by any means. I don't
But
want you to
like,
think
did
that.
the girl like have anything? Like, did she keep the kid after having a conversation with him? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't stay too far into the politics. I just saw that was all over social media that he paid his baby mama off with like $1 million, and I was like, "What the
fuck it,
fuck?"
do it,
But
man.
you
Oh
know,
man, it's crazy. But yeah, NFL wise, I mean, playoffs. You say the playoffs, you got to say the Eagles, right? The Eagles are like they're at the top still, but
I don't know if they're better
they're
than the
struggling.
Rams this year, bro.
They're struggling. Um, well, we beat the Rams, so
Yeah, but that was early in the year.
they are good. I'm not gonna say that they're not good. That I'm not looking at them and I'm like, holy shit! If we play them again in the playoffs, it's not at Philly and it's snowing and shit like last year, then they're dangerous for sure. Um, it's really Matthew Stafford. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
well,
I don't know exactly like how old he is, but dude, he is fucking ripping it still.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know
he's
if
a
I was to say like who is the best quarterback in the league, skill wise, I'd probably have to say like Matthew Stafford, honestly.
yeah. I mean, he is Matthew Stafford is what I would call a veteran quarterback. That motherfucker
Yeah.
has he played how many seasons with Detroit? I think over 10.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so and Matt Stafford is one of the true pocket passers that are like actually left in the league. Like he really isn't scrambling. Like all them moving the ball is, can we run the ball down your throat and can we hit short passes to our wide receivers that are better than your cornerbacks?
Yeah.
And dude, I
I
mean
mean, they have Puka and Devontae as well, and they're going off. I mean,
yeah,
every single time, and they had a pretty good tight end as well. Some pretty young cats.
Colby Parkinson.
Yeah, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
They're
No,
looking pretty good. There's something to watch out for sure. But
I think if the Eagles want to be a true threat, bro, they have to find a way to get Saquon going. Because that's why they were so good last year, was because they could get Saquon going early in the game, and then they'd hit you with the play action and they'd hit Devontae or AJ. Most of the time it was AJ last year. But they would hit AJ or Devontae on a burning route down the field, and their corners got their finger in their ass or their ear, whatever you want to call it. But they're fucking lollygagging because they've ran the ball so much, and then now you got Devontae and AJ running over the top scot free.
along
That's why the Eagles were so good last year.
our and our to that, our line is like banged up right now, like very bad.
Yeah,
Like Lane Johnson is in and out. Landon Dickerson, I don't exactly know what happened to him, but he's out. Um, and our play caller, Kellen Moore's gone. Like we're
yeah,
getting a different guy like every single year, bro. And I think his name is James Patula. I could be wrong. I think that's who our OC is, but um, I mean, it's not working out. Obviously, I mean, our defense is saving us every single game. Um, I think we're doing the best that we can right now, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to watch right now, to be honest with
I mean, yeah, y'all are managing. Y'all are gonna continue to get by, but I think if y'all truly want to be like a Super Bowl contender again, y'all have to figure out the run game, and
you.
that's
Once we
something
do,
that a lot of
though, if we do get that going, then we're gonna look really good. I mean,
yeah,
unstoppable, just like last year. But
exactly.
speaking of playoffs and Super Bowls, dude, look at the Chiefs right now. The Chiefs aren't even gonna make the playoffs, probably, bro.
I
Like, yeah,
fucking
like
hate
for
the
real.
Chiefs.
That's
I
just
love
crazy.
I love Pat Mahomes, dude. I mean, obviously I got to Tech boy. So I
Yeah.
always will love Pat Mahomes, but as far as the Chiefs go, man, I don't give a shit if they win or lose anymore because it's so annoying because it's like it's not even about the Chiefs, man. It's about Taylor Swift. Like every time you watch a Chiefs game, they find a way to talk about Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift, and it's like I don't give a shit. I came here to watch football.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
They did make that stuff annoying like last year, but I mean now that they're like no longer the like dynasty going on in the league, it's like all the calls going their way and everything. It's very like apparent, like you can see it. Um, Patrick Mahomes, anytime he gets sacked or throws a pick or anything like that, like he's immediately looking for the flag, and
yeah,
he's not getting those calls anymore this
yeah.
year at least. So that's exciting to see. I like that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Philly looks good. LA looks really good. New England, that's another team to look out for. in
Honestly, there's not a whole lot of scary teams in the AFC. Like,
the AFC, like that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, what the hell are they doing over there? The Bills, but the Bills, bro, like they're beatable. They're cursed. Number one, like
yeah,
they have that. You have that riding, for you. Anybody who ends up playing them, but the Ravens look okay now that they have, you know, Lamar back, but that's still a long shot, I think, for them
yeah.
to actually be able to make a run for anything.
Yeah, they got to find a way to take over the Steelers, which is going to be hard. I mean, they did just lose Aaron Rodgers, I think. He got hurt last weekend.
Did he?
So,
Oh
I
fuck.
mean, yeah, I think he got banged up a little bit, but
Mm.
I think it was just like a little wrist issue or something. But they said he might be back this week. It just depends on his control or something. So they got Mason Rudolph right now projected to start. So I mean,
I think he's okay. I think Mason Rudolph's, he's solid. He's
I
still
think he
like
was a
he's
great.
still. Sorry, go ahead.
I think he was a great college quarterback. I think he struggles at the NFL level a lot though, because he can't just throw that fade. You know what I mean? Every play and
Yeah,
expect his receiver to be. That's kind of all they did at Oklahoma State. So
yeah.
I that didn't help him out with growth wise. But
So, is there any other AFC teams to look out for? Really? I mean, what is that playoff picture going to look like initially? Just
uh,
a whole bunch of bums.
well, I mean, you got the Patriots in there. You got the Bills right now. Um, Pittsburgh, and then oh shit, I'm blanking now. You got the Chargers in there too. Chargers have been Chargers have been real hit or miss. I think Justin Herbert dating Madison Beer is a fucking awful move for him as an NFL quarterback. He
Yeah.
came out and he played great in the beginning of the season, and now his midseason is he had kind of hit a little slump. Um,
Eh.
and then oh shit, who else is there? Uh, I don't know, man. I'll
I,
honestly,
Denver?
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. My bad. I
Yeah.
completely forgot about my own
Shit.
team.
This motherfucker.
Yeah,
Denver actually is kind of, they just beat the Chiefs, which is not that impressive this year, but they're still looking pretty good, pretty
yeah.
solid, especially for being a young team. Bo Nix is showing out. Got to give it to him.
I think it's their defense, man. Honestly, Bo's played good this season, but the defense for Denver has been absolutely phenomenal. That's really the only reason we've been winning a lot of games. Like the past few weeks, Bo Nix has struggled pretty heavily, but
What do you think
not to
about
say
Benito?
Nick Benito, I think he's a stud. I mean, I don't think he's
Oh,
like a Max Crosby or anything. I think he's got a really good team around him, and he's like just the best player on their defense. So when you're on a shitty team like Oakland, and then you have literally like free agents that are lined up next to you, it's
you
kind of
go
hard not
stand
to look.
out.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, like not to be like a Max Crosby or you know what I mean, like even like a Michael Parsons before Dallas, made all their moves to get who they have now. But I mean, yeah, dude. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's like Max Crosby or Micah Parsons though, like by any means.
Yeah,
But Micah struggled this year, man. He went to
I
Green
like him.
Bay and
I like Benito because of obviously he's a Sooner, but
yeah,
I mean he's disruptive, man. He'll get in there and make some plays. Um, but I mean, yeah, I don't know much about Denver, but what I do want to talk about is college football. We're getting into the thick of it. Both of our teams are heating up right now. Um, let's just talk about you know the season so far, how everything is panned out. Um, how's Tech how's Tech been looking?
How's Tech been looking? Well, we got a middle
Fucking bot.
linebacker in the fucking
Fucking.
Heisman race, baby. I mean, come on now. I mean, 10-1. We really, to be honest with you, our one loss was to a healthy Arizona State team. They had Jordan Tyson. They had Sam Levitt at quarterback. I mean, and we went in there with our backup, which in my opinion is not that far off from our starting quarterback. But we went in there with Will Hammond, our backup quarterback. We lost. We came back. We really should have won that game. We ended up losing, I think, by like 2 points. They kicked a field goal and beat us.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, that game was just tough. But,
What's going on with your starter?
Baron Morton kind of been hurt all season. Like he got nicked on pretty early. I think it was like week 2 or week 3. He got like injured, and it was something to do with his leg. And our backup came in. It was against Utah. That's the game that he got hurt. And then
Against
our
Utah.
backup,
Okay.
yeah. So we were at Utah playing Utah. I think we were up like 13-3 at the half or something, and Baron Morton got hurt like going into halftime, and then Will Hammond came out, took over. We beat Utah in Utah like 31-13 or something. So
So he
you
just
know,
finished the job for him. Took over.
yeah, he's a very good backup quarterback. I don't think him and our starter, like I said, are too far off. But I think Will Hammond will probably end up being a little bit better than Barron. Sorry, Barron, if somehow you see this shit.
I
But
guess
uh,
good, man.
he's got a little bit better mobility than Barron does. Barron's a very good pocket passer. Will Hammond brings that dynamic running ability, which you can tell Tech is kind of missing a little bit right now because, Barron's leg's still not 100%.
Yeah.
But we got 2 good running backs, Jacoby Williams and Cameron Dickey. Both of them have came in and they played great for Quentin Joyner, who tore his ACL early. So, I think Tech all around, I think we have a great shot of going to the college football playoff. I think we can probably squeak out one win, but I think when we get to like a Bama or a Georgia, I don't know if we're built to right now to actually physically compete with that kind of a team because our competition we played all year hasn't been on par with Bama or you know a Georgia or even a Texas A&M. In my opinion, like I think we would hold it close. Like I don't think they'd come in and just ragdoll us, but I think I don't think we end up beating those guys out.
Do you think that you can probably at least get like one round though, depending on who you get matched up with?
So depending on how things shake out, um, if Georgia loses, if Indiana ends up losing, if Ohio State loses to Michigan, uh, Tech has a great shot at getting a first round bye and then playing a team that's off a bye. But I think that would honestly be a little bit of a disservice to us because if you didn't see the other week when we had college game day in Lubbock, dude, that place was electric. Like
Yeah.
Lubbock was on
That was for
fire.
the BYU game, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we played BYU at home and dude, students were camping out on Tuesday. There was over 2,000 students camping at the stadium and partying for a week straight. Like
That's crazy.
Lubbock is an insane atmosphere. I kind of miss it, but I don't because I don't really drink or do shit anymore.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
like,
but
what's the point?
but it's I think it would be a disservice to Tech if we did get a first round bye. I think if we were able to play someone at home, have that energy, that crowd there, and then we build the momentum from that, and then we take all that momentum into our next game where we go and play, whether that's Georgia at the in Atlanta or wherever the hell it's at. But I think that would give us a lot better of a chance to put up an effort and actually have a chance at winning. Because we're real momentum. I mean, every team's real momentum heavy, and
Mhm.
one big piece about Tech is like their fan base is their entire backbone, basically. So it's like the players have and the team has been bad and not great for so long that it's like we never expected to win the Big 12. Well, now this year we came in, We whooped everybody's ass. We've got expectations to win the Big 12, make the college football playoff, possibly win one round, and then go play a super tough opponent, you know. And
Yeah.
then that's that's good for us because we're showing teams like, hey, or you know, and also recruits and stuff like, hey, they might not play the toughest kids all year, but they got a shot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
Tech isn't a bad place to go to school at. You know, go get some ball over there.
I think that they're definitely doing something. Like they're definitely doing good over there. They've set themselves up to basically be the Texas and Oklahoma, of the last 25 years in that Big 12 spot. So it's an automatic bid with the college football playoffs and everything. So they're set up to do it for sure. Money wise, it's there. The NIL
Yeah.
money, it's you get paid at Tech for sure. Um, I'm interested to see how they grow in the future, stadium wise, campus wise, everything really. That's probably going to be like one of those powerhouses,
Dude, you didn't see the renovations
Kansas.
they did to the stadium?
Um, is it like recent?
They did them last year, bro.
Was it last
So
year?
I
So
think no, it was year before last. It was year before last. It was my senior year, the last year that I was at Tech. So that would have been the 2023 football season.
So
Uh,
I gotta really go to Lubbock. I gotta actually see it in person because obviously I see our stadium here
uh-huh.
in Oklahoma, and then I see some of these fucking other stadiums like Texas A&M and like LSU, Alabama. Like they're huge, bro. Like they're fucking huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Oklahoma has some more growing to do. Actually, I think that they just announced that, so they're going to be doing some like additional renovations and shit like that. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, OU, they're looking pretty good. I would say so. They look
Yeah.
pretty damn good. Been through, couple of ups and downs. John Miss here with the you know thumb surgery or whatever. He was out
Yep.
for a little bit. Um, we lose to Texas. That was very disappointing. I mean, after the undefeated season going into it, that fucking sucked. I mean, worse than anything. Um, and then losing to Ole Miss, and then hearing Lane Kiffin talk shit to Brent Venables. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Man, that got under my skin a lot. Honestly, um,
I mean, yeah, I can see how that would get under your skin, but you
I'm
know,
glad that he didn't respond to it or anything like that. He just kind
yeah.
of kept it going. But yeah, we just beat Tennessee. That was a huge win. Our kicker, we have a kicker. That's fucking great. 55 yarders, 3 times in a row. Legend, Sooner legend, automatically. Um, and then we beat Alabama, obviously. Now,
Hmm.
that game kept me on my toes the entire fucking time. Literally, I was convinced that we were done. Like they were about to get the first down, they were gonna kick a field goal. We lose by 1 point. Like we're
Yeah.
fucked. That was the writing on the walls. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's what I was thinking the entire time. We squeezed that one out. To be honest, we did get pretty damn lucky. We played pretty good, you know, throughout the entire game, but for the most part, we kind of got lucky. I mean, we played good. We could have played a lot better. Our offense fucking is just lacking like a motherfucker. Our rushing game is non-existent. Xavier
Yeah.
Robinson is our one hope that we have, and I do like him a lot. But if he had any other help, especially in the passing game, to be able to you know, open that up, then it's a game changer. We're literally a national championship team if we have any type of offense. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I mean defense is I believe one of the top five in the country, along with
I think we're number one. Who's better than us defensively?
I mean, honestly, I don't really know who's better than y'all defensively. I believe y'all are in the top five. I know y'all were the number one defense before y'all went and played UT. But I
Yeah,
didn't know how the stats have shaken up since then. I haven't really paid too much attention. I just kind of paid attention to Tech's stats, honestly. Uh, but I mean, Ohio State has a great defense. I don't know. I mean, they also kind of play some.
I'll give Ohio State that. If there's any team that has a better than us, maybe Ohio State. But we'll see
Yeah.
if we play them. Hopefully we can prove them wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Georgia has a better defense than y'all. Me personally, I don't think so. I think they have a really good defense. I don't think they have OU's defense. Brent Venables is a phenomenal defensive minded coach. Uh, huh?
He's a mastermind, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah. He's a great coach, especially on the and a great help to the DC, especially for obviously the defensive side of the ball. But then you got Tech in there. They're top five defense. Like I said, I know our competition hasn't really spoke to it, but I don't really see any other defense better than y'all, possibly other than Ohio State. I mean, their defense is just insane. So
Ohio State, I'll give them that. I think that's really the only other team that I can think of. Ole Miss as well. Ole Miss had a really good defense too. They have some huge guys on the defensive line, and their secondary might be a little bit better than ours. But I mean, we'll see. A game to watch out for is going to be that Mississippi State and Ole Miss game, the Egg Bowl. Watch out
yeah,
for that one, man, because Mississippi State almost beat Texas
yeah.
just just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real honest. I had a lot higher expectations for a Manning than what Arches came in and
Oh,
performed like.
okay.
That's just me being honest. Like I'm a big Peyton guy. That's why I'm a Broncos fan still to this day. Uh, I really had a lot of high expectations and hopes out of Arch Manning, but I get it. He's young. He's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He's got everybody telling him he should be the Heisman winner. He should be the first overall QB draft. He should be everything, but he's really just trying to be eventually NFL quarterback. But he's got to get over the I'm a Manning and all this weird built up tension that he has and just go out and play fucking ball, man. Like this is they brought you to the University of Texas to come out and play high level football. And what you have brought to the table has been basically everything from the farthest that I've seen of him. Like he doesn't even look like he did last year when he came in and took over for Quinn. Like he looks
Yeah,
awful.
he
Like
looked actually a lot worse than he did because he looked, I guess, a lot less pressure back then. You know,
yeah,
because Quinn's taking the brunt of it, and now it's him taking that. And bro, he got his ass beat against Georgia. He beat
yeah.
us. I'll give him that. But we were fucked. We could
Y'all
like
have
we couldn't do anything offensively to be able to actually play him. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
he
gonna
did beat
be
our defense though a couple of times.
Yeah, I'll be real honest here. Y'all have two very good losses. Y'all lost to one team that's already basically solidified themselves a college football playoff spot if they beat Ole Miss, or if they beat Mississippi State, which is Ole Miss, and then y'all lost to UT, who was a team that y'all played immediately after John Mateer had hand surgery.
Yeah.
So I that's why the committee has been lenient towards Oklahoma because they really realized like John Mateer was not 100% when y'all played Ole Miss. John Mateer was definitely not even probably 50% when he
It
played
should have
Texas.
played Texas, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So the College Football Playoff Committee is taking that into consideration, and they're going, all right, well, this is still a really good football team. They just came in and they just beat Bama, and it was a defensive game. I mean, the defense came in, y'all's defense won y'all that game ultimately.
Yeah.
And I mean that's the moral of the story, and that's a championship team. If your defense can go in and win you games and your offense can put up enough to beat the other team,
There you good.
then you're fine. That's literally the story of the NFL. Uh, you know,
If we can ride that all the way through, I would love to see. All I ask for is to see a national championship before I die. If I see it now, I'm totally good with it. Let's rock and roll. Um, Either way, I think John Mateer comes back next year. I think our
yeah.
defense is better and better. We keep Brent, Venables obviously, and we just get better and better. So we're in the SEC. We're looking good, but these other teams out there, like Ohio State, bro, they got depth. Like
I
Jer-
think they're too. I think
Jeremiah
they're
Smith.
repeat.
Jeremiah Smith went like he got subbed out like with an ankle injury or something like that, and bro, they scored like 30 more points,
Yeah.
like hurdling over people, like jumping in the end zone and everything, and like, bro, how many motherfucking players do they have over there?
I think
How many
I think
stars do they have over there? Like for real, man.
I think the difference. I think Ohio State is about to be the modern day Alabama. If you want my honest opinion, um, that I hate to say that, but that's just the way that it's feeling, man. I mean, if you look at the players that they have, dude, they do not have a single weak spot on their whole entire team. They're all their
What do you think about the
starters.
quarterback? What about their quarterback saying he hasn't? They haven't had a lot of like real pressure just yet, man.
I mean, they haven't played anybody good. They're in the Big Ten. I mean, and I guess they played UT, but UT obviously isn't a very great team this year. Arch Manning really struggled, and I think they only put up like 14 points on a team like that was had a decent defense and was in the SEC. And
And that
when
game
you
was
start,
super close too. That game was like 7-0. So like that could go either way,
but that was first game of the season too.
And for
So
yeah.
it's hard to really. For me, it's for the eye test. It's hard to say Ohio State is they have the ability. I know they have the ability to beat anybody that they want. Their quarterback is what worries me, though. I think you are right. If there is one spot on their team that is a little worrisome, it's the true freshman quarterback that is starting for Ohio State that really hasn't played a great team yet.
Exactly. I think that they're beatable. They have a chance to run it back for sure, but they can definitely be beat. Especially if Jeremiah Smith gets hurt or something like that. He's not a factor anymore. Hone in on that quarterback, really get after him. Man, Boomer Sooner all the way. Or,
But they
or
still,
Texas Tech, wreck them, whoever. But
yeah. I mean, they the thing about Ohio State though is even if Jeremiah Smith does get hurt, dude, their second wide receiver, Carnell Tate, is a fucking dog.
yeah,
He would,
the
I
guy.
mean, he'd be number one wide receiver at any other college if he decided to go to it. It's kind of like Emeka and Jeremiah were last year. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they they just
Mackey's
literally
actually,
legitimately
dude, he's crazy, bro.
Emeka.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
crazy.
dude, Ohio State is definitely wide receiver. Uh, I mean I'll probably stand on that till I die. I think they've produced the best wide receivers that have come into the NFL.
I can give him that, I guess. I mean, I guess I think LSU, Alabama might be pretty close too, but
Yeah, Bama back in the day. Bama's why I mean they do have Ryan Williams right now and he is he's a dog too. But Ryan Williams to me is he kind of reminds me a lot of Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Like his
Well,
mannerism, you
he's
know,
struggling, man. Ryan Williams is definitely struggling right now.
he's still a great receiver though. Like
Yeah.
he'll definitely get drafted if when he does decide to go to the league. Uh, I
He's
think he also
dead
though
on.
hasn't ever really had a quarterback that truly targets him though, like Jeremiah Smith gets targeted. You know,
You don't think
I
that?
think
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, in that OU game, that Ty Simpson kid was he was going for that Bernard, because Bernard's good too.
yeah.
He's another guy to watch out for. I mean, there's a whole bunch of receivers like that are out there right now. They're looking really good. Quarterback wise, that's the reason the Heisman race is so open is because there's no quarterbacks like doing crazy shit other than Marcel Reed over
Yeah.
at Texas A&M. They're looking kind of good, but they might fuck around and lose. Like,
The thing with A
like
and M, man,
that's
is
just A&M, bro. Like
yeah. I was
they,
about to say the thing with A and M is that it's just A and M, bro. Like they can have a great season all year, and then at the end of the year they fucking sell. That's classic A&M. Like I thought they were out. I thought they were losing last week. They were down 35 or 30-3 at halftime against
yeah,
South
I thought for
Carolina.
sure that was it, that like they were done. That was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
man, somehow,
Lenore
how do you blow that? How do you blow that?
Lenora Sellers might be up there with most disappointing season right next to Arch Manning. I thought Lenora Sellers might win the Heisman, bro.
Bro,
When
I
he
think Lenore Sellers is still really good. I can't put their losses on Lenore Sellers. Like I would love to have that kid come to OU. Like I'm not even joking. I
Yeah,
like
but you
Sellers that much that I would take that chance on him. He's
Yeah,
a
but you
game.
know how football is, bro. Win or lose, it's always on the quarterback. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it's the same thing with John Mateer when he was at Washington State. I think that's why he got out. Was he was like, dude, these motherfuckers just suck, and I'm
yeah.
actually good. So like
DJ Lagway,
later,
another one.
yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. DJ Lagway he's had some good games, he's had some bad games, but he's also played some really tough teams, being obviously in the SEC. So
Yeah.
I gotta give him some credit there. But
What about Carson Beck over there in the ACC? Dude is
talking about dude that we told everybody from the beginning of the season was gonna be ass, and then fucking went to
the
Miami and looked really good for like 5 weeks, and then shit the bed against a fucking unranked opponent.
I was not falling for the hype. I know Carson Beck. You know, like he might play like some good regular season games, but whenever it comes down to it, I don't think that he's that guy.
But he was showing dick print, remember?
Yeah, yeah, I know. Hey, shout out to Jadarian Price, by the way, man. Speaking of people having good seasons and all this and that, like, bro, he's going off over there. Like,
Great.
real.
He's putting Grayson County on the map. That's for sure, man. Uh, Jay, I think honestly, if Jadarian, I know he won't, but I think if he did ever decide to leave Notre Dame, I think that dude is just
He'd
he's
be
making more
running
of a
back one
case. What's
anywhere.
up?
He'd be running back one anywhere.
Oh yeah, anywhere.
But if he stays another year, Jeremiah Love is probably going to the league.
Yeah, I don't know if Jeremiah Love he's a junior this year because he was a sophomore last year. So I think Jeremiah Love's definitely going to the league. I think he's probably the best running back in college football right now. I mean,
One
he
hundred percent.
he came in, he knew how good he was last year, and he came in and everybody was getting prepared, ready to play him, and you can't fucking stop this guy. Not when you got Jeremiah and then you got JD, right behind him. I mean, that's a that's a very good 1-2 punch at running back. So
Yeah,
no
but
Notre
JD is bro. He is just as good. That's the crazy thing. Like that is
yeah.
a 1-2 punch. Like Notre Dame is still. I mean, do they made it to the championship last year? I'll give them that. Do I think they can do the same thing this year? Do it. Do they get lucky and get that like same road to the championship? I don't think so. They've already lost like 2 games. They're probably
Hmm.
matched up against like probably against Oklahoma or something like that. And I think that we can beat them, but I could definitely see Price and Love just going off on our defense as well. So, you know, that would be a good game to watch.
Yeah, I think the one point that the one advantage y'all would have is that their quarterback is also a true freshman, CJ Carr.
Yeah,
I think that'd be the really only advantage that y'all had. But yeah, I saw this article the other day, and it was Jeremiah Love talking about JD, and he was like, "What's crazy is people don't know is." This guy that's behind me is basically just as good as I am. Like
yeah,
he is no fucking slouch. I'm like, bro, that is crazy. This kid grew up 10 minutes from where we're from and is basically probably gonna be in the NFL after next year.
100%. I mean, I see him as like a you know how like Travion Henderson and Judkins were in the same room, and
Yeah.
now they're shining in their own little light. Man, it might be best for them. It really might be to stay at Notre Dame and just keep killing it like he is right now. Keep
Yeah.
stacking that resume because I know NFL teams are seeing him too because he's returning kicks like like crazy. Like bro, he uh, watch him go to the birds.
Bro, if the Birds find a way to draft JD, that would honestly be insane. But
Watch him
I,
go to the birds. Yeah.
I think running backs aren't like the hottest commodity in the draft these days. They just aren't, and running backs don't really get paid like that. Uh, so I think if JD does decide to enter the draft this year, I think this year there's even might even be a possibility that he goes like sixth, seventh round, or possibly even undrafted. But I think if he sticks around and he has a Jeremiah Love type season, if you will. Um, I think for sure he'd solidify himself as a first top three round pick for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, I think the only thing that's hard about like really an NFL team taking a chance on him this early is they haven't got to see a whole lot of just Jadarian Price. You know what I mean? It's been we got JD and we got Jeremiah, so it's
They
it's
said
it's
that.
the
Well, keep this in mind. I was watching this. I was watching this interview with Josh Jacobs,
yeah,
and he was in the same running back room with. I don't. I don't know if
Bo
I'm.
Scarborough,
Bo's that's the name that I was gonna say. Bo Scarborough, and like one other like superstar too, and
probably Derrick Henry.
I think it was something like that. I don't really know for sure. Um, but anyways, he was like the like second or third back, like in rotation, and I think his coaches were telling him like, hey, you're probably gonna go like eighth or ninth like pick, and like the like yeah, like hit the second round or whatever. So you know you want to go ahead and go to the NFL, so that's something that could happen with JD as well. Like because he catch, he can run, he can return, he can do it all. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's definitely no doubt in my mind that he's a top 3 round draft pick. I just mean like maybe with this season because I think sometimes especially when they look at like early round draft picks, they really look at resumes like. How many stats did this guy? What's this guy's numbers look like? You know what I mean? Like it's all
Yeah,
really kind of like the numbers game. Yeah, you can go and you can look at the tape and stuff, but honestly, it's just like with everybody else. If your stats don't stand out, but you're a really good player, guess what? There's a good chance that nobody even knows about you because you just don't have stats that are absolutely insane. So I
I think
think
he could do
Jake.
it, but I see what you're saying. I definitely agree with you. He could definitely be like in that first round if he stayed another year, but he could at least go like third, fourth round, somewhere around there if he just went for it. But I don't think he has to. You know what I'm saying? He's making
Yeah.
money. So fuck it.
Yeah, I wanted to about one thing with you. And it's that have you not started to notice, man, like to me, I've started to notice and pick up like college football now is really feeling like it's being operated more like a business than what it is like the game, because you take into consideration like, okay, Lubbock is in West Texas, right next to all the oil fields. Well, guess what? All
Yeah,
those oil field motherfuckers, guess where they went to school at? They all went to school at Texas Tech, and they own these multi-billion-dollar companies, and they're like, "Fuck it, it's a tax write-off. I might as well as make my alma mater good at football." Like, we got Cody Campbell, and I think last year he alone donated like in the 20 millions of for 1 year, and it's like that's what I mean. Like the the game is starting to feel like it's all like operated like a business, man. It's like it's starting to feel like the NFL. Like I already knew the NFL was a business, but now college football, it's not labeled a business. It's still a collegiate sport. But the thing is like now it's starting to move more like a business. And I think
it's starting to
progressively.
move like it's like the NFL, but all of the players are free agents. Every single,
Yeah, exactly.
you know. So it's crazy. Um, in terms of it, like now actually being a business, I guess they can't have them, commit to like a contract or something like that. Like
Yeah.
a 2 year, 3 year contract. I'm gonna give you this amount of money. This is how long you're gonna stay here.
Yeah.
But no, like they're all free agents, so like every single year you got to deal with that. And as a coach, I don't know, that'd be really hard to really try to connect with players, build relationships with them, and really try to point them in the right direction. If the only thing that's getting brought up is how much are you paying me, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I mean, I don't know. It's a weird time that we live in. I wish that there was more, rules and limitations
Yeah.
that you could do to make it
Control.
really fair for everybody. But I mean, if you think about it, though, whoever has the most in their pocket has been winning it. If you go all the way back, bro, to all those championships that Alabama won, because everybody gives Saban credit for being greatest of all time, but that motherfucker has been paying people. He has
Yeah,
been paying players. That has been a thing, and now he and now he's against it. So now he's got to step away. Nah, they changed the rules so everybody could do that, and that's why he stepped away.
but okay, I'm not going to argue that at all. I think though where I understand and see Nick Saban's point is like, look at Kalen DeBoer who took over for Nick Saban, and Nick Saban got him that job. Um, Kalen DeBoer is not that guy, obviously. He
Nope.
has he kind of has single handedly fucked Alabama a lot since he's been there in 2 years. They haven't looked like the same old Alabama. Like the one thing that I guess that I can say about Saban was maybe he was doing that, and I wouldn't be shocked if he was. But at least at least Saban took these men in and treated them like his own kids and developed them into NFL talent.
It did
And
send him to the NFL.
you
Yeah,
know, I mean, you look
I
at
gotta give him that. Yeah.
these teams and these rosters that they have built now, and it's like, okay, you might have three guys that go to the NFL off your whole team, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? This is Alabama. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? We still have great players. Like, they still have fantastic players and talent and commits. Like, that's not an issue for them. But the issue is that they're not held to that same standard that Saban held his teams to. Like, you you know, his
No,
famous
I'd
video.
agree. I'd 100% agree. I think Kalen is a lot, a lot more soft than a well schooled veteran like Saban. I still have respect for Saban, but I'm just saying paying players and everything isn't really new.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
can
yeah.
do it. Everybody can do it now. So it's definitely free agency. Anybody can do anything. Throw 20 million at a team and hope for the best. But no, it's definitely a business now. It's a weird spot in college football, but I mean, we just gotta see how it goes.
Yeah. Well,
Hopefully something
if
changes soon, but we'll see about it.
if if before we hop off, who do you think is making the college football playoff?
You want to fill out a bracket? Is that what you wanted?
I mean, we can, or we can just list names, teams that we think are definitely gonna make it. Like, I don't know. Right now, we can maybe do like five teams that we definitely 100% think are gonna make it, or something like that.
Well, I think top five. Well, you got to list the undefeated teams first. Ohio State,
Indiana.
Indiana. So like Indiana, like yeah, even if they lose a game, they're in. They're
Yeah.
still in. Now where they're going to be at, you got to watch out for them too. They got a good coach.
And they
Um,
got a great quarterback too.
he's alright. He's alright. We're gonna see about them.
He's
But
looked good.
who's number three? Georgia.
A&M.
Oh, it's A&M.
Yeah.
A&M. They're gonna be in, but don't get don't be worried about them. I think
Yeah, I
that
can't see them winning it.
they're gonna choke somewhere along the line. Let's see, Ole Miss. I think
Yeah.
Ole Miss, like there's a possibility that that they lose to Mississippi State, and then they just get fucked
Yeah.
on the seeding. I've seen it happen to them before, so we'll see. Um, but let's see who else.
Man, I definitely say you gotta throw Tech in there.
I'm
We
gonna
play
text in there. Text in there. They're you said it was 10-1. They've already
10-1,
played 11 games. They have one more for the season.
and
They're
it's
in.
against West Virginia, and then we're in the Big 12 championship. As long as we beat West Virginia, we're in the Big 12 championship. So, I
Yeah.
we played the two best teams that are in the Big 12 this year in BYU and Utah, and we shit on both of them. So,
I'd
I
say
mean,
yeah, for sure. No, I'd say Texas in. They've proved it throughout the year. I got to give it to them. So now what can they do once they're in? Once they're in the dance, we'll see. That's up to them.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I honestly would take a Big 12 championship as a win and a college football playoff berth as a win for us this season.
Yeah,
Uh, I think long term
good.
that helps out a lot, especially with our recruitment and really getting our players to understand that not only are they going to make a bag here, but you have the opportunity to do something special. You got the chance and you got the opportunity of a lifetime to do what Patrick Mahomes and fucking Michael Crabtree and Wes Welker and all the other great talents that Tech has produced. You got the opportunity to do what they never could,
Yeah,
and
right.
that's compete at the highest level and have the opportunity to win
Win
potentially
national
a
championship.
championship if you play good. So
Yeah.
yeah, uh, I think they're in. I like Ole Miss, like you said, but I don't think they're a lock, bro. Like if we're talking about locks, Ohio State, all the undefeateds, you got Tech. I would say I wouldn't even say Georgia
Well,
specifically as a lock because if they lose in the SEC championship game, I think they still get in, but I think they have a lot harder time winning out and actually being a true contender.
I'll say my final one for right now because a lot can happen in the meantime. Um, Oklahoma, we're playing Missouri, and we're playing it
Yeah.
in Norman. I think that we win that game. I think that they know how big this game is. They win against Missouri. They look good. We're not locked in yet, but we're still looking good. We beat LSU after that in Norman. We're good. We win. We're in. I think that if we can win those two games, we're locked in, and we can play with anybody in with anybody in the country. We have the defense for it. Will our offense show up and play with them? That's the question. That'll make or break our entire season. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess we'll see how it goes, but
Yeah. I
Boomer
I would
Sooner.
say I agree. I think OU's a lock if they went out 100%. I don't know if y'all even get to play in the SEC championship, but if
Probably
y'all
not.
do get that opportunity, uh, I mean, good for y'all. But honestly, I think it benefits y'all better if y'all don't play in it because then that gives y'all the opportunity to potentially avoid another loss, and
Yeah,
that
just
would kick y'all out of the college football playoff.
take
So
that 12 spot and just sneak in. As long as we're in there, we're in there. Like, who cares? I got to take my dog out, but hey, we'll wrap this up. And next time, we'll just keep our ears open, see what's going on around the league and around college football, and we'll regroup next Wednesday. Does that work for you?
yeah, that works for me. Actually, are you gonna be back home next Wednesday?
Possibly, possibly.
If you're back in Sherman, let me know. We can do a in person podcast or something.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Yeah. I'll let you know whenever. Cause I don't know exactly what we plan on doing. My
Gotcha.
family, I haven't even reached out. I really need to reach out. That reminds me, honestly. I'm a terrible, terrible son. Anyways, alrighty. I'll see you later, man.
Later, brother.